Powerhouse. This is episode 2. I am so excited. I I can't wait to welcome on the guest that I have today. I only just met him a few months ago, but it feels like a while. I'm so excited to get to know him more. And yeah, so I'm just going to introduce him real quick. So he's better known around the Twin Cities and on Spotify and on YouTube as Just Jimmy. But to his friends and to everyone else, he's Jimmy. I what I want to say is that not only does he not follow the trends, but in my eyes he does. He is a trend and sets the trends. His melodic style, his emotional style, his vulnerability in his music. Um, I'll just let you guys go check it out yourself. But with no further ado, I want to introduce my soon to be very good friend Jimmy and
Man,
his sister Mina. I am so excited. Thank you so much, guys.
thank you for having us, man. I feel like I'm accepting a Grammy Award or something right now. That shit crazy. Thank you for real. That shit touches my heart. You dig what I'm saying? But no, I'm grateful for running into you.
Yeah,
Uh, we came about kind of what's the word I want to find? Like the non-traditional way.
yeah, and
To
almost serendipitous.
Yeah, for sure.
I was actually on Instagram and I found a friend of ours, Leo, fashion designer
Out to
037,
Leo.
and and you performed on his fashion show, which was incredible.
Yeah,
And
fire.
yeah, and as soon as
Dope.
I saw that, I knew this was the community that I wanted to bring up, be a part of, and yeah, shine more of a spotlight on.
Yeah,
So I appreciate you guys being here.
man.
Yes,
Thank you,
thank
man.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you
shout
for
out to
having
Leo.
us, for real.
He's definitely a pillar stone of like a community. Like when I first met him, it's kind of like all he was about. When I would link up with him and we would just have conversations. Because I think he started out like in Rochester, but that was like one of the ideals I know that he had, just like going into it off the bat, was just community, networking, and like Leo was also like big on just the way he communicated, and I think that's something that
Really
I think like not just like when I mean communication, it's more like not day to day, but just like how he was aware and
intentional.
intentional about what he talked
Yes.
about or like what he wanted, and I think that that was something that I just latched on early too, because that's like kind of how
Hmm.
I am, how my sister is, and kind of like just people I really gravitate towards too in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it intentional, like in your behavior, and then also about what you put on paper and therefore put out into the world? If you're communicating with people in
People.
business,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like-minded individuals, other entrepreneurs,
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. I think you gotta be intentional with everything you do, just cause like it's kind of like when you're playing a game of darts. You know what I mean? Like if you're not intentional about what it is that you want or people that you surround yourself with, then you never really know where you're going to land at in things. And I feel like when you are intentional, you kind of create the roadblocks for like expectations, right?
Yeah.
But like if somebody drifts outside of what your intentions were, then you kind of have like a keystone to kind of come back to and be like, yo, I came with intention and these were my intentions that I laid out and
Yep.
you drifted outside of that. So
Yeah.
you
It's
kind of
cut and
effed up
dry.
my you
Yeah.
effed up my expectations. So
Yeah.
I'm just not really rocking with that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I I call that data and math.
so
In my line of work, I'm like, if the math ain't mathing,
Yep.
it's not mathing.
yeah,
And so that's why. But anyways, to shift to what I want to get to know you better as an artist, but also as a local community member in the Twin Cities. What was that spark that made you gravitate towards your style and the way that you use music as your medium of expressing yourself as an artist or even as just a community member?
yeah. Uh, I think it was probably more so just expressing in general. Like I think we had talked about that on the way here. It's just like the growing up, I didn't I didn't have it's like so much was going on internally, right? And like you have
Yeah.
those friends, like I had a very good friend growing up, you know what I mean? But it's like a lot of things that you can't really talk about. You know what I mean? Now me and my sister always delegated amongst ourselves and we talked about things, right? But you still like you want other avenues for that medium. You know what I mean? Like, and so when I hit probably, I want to say I was probably like in ninth grade. I had a teacher who did because she's really the pillar that pushed that boat. You know what I mean? But her name was Miss Merrick, and she had an assignment. I'll never forget it. And I would have to stay at the school for extra credit. And she gave everybody a composition book, and I think you have to like you have to like basically talk about your experiences from how I remember it. And I never actually wrote about my experiences. I would just listen to the class, and then she kind of pulled me aside after school and was like, "Hey, you need to write about things that you've experienced, and then just share them with me, and then I'll give you credit for it." So through that, I started having dialogue. Right, I started expressing myself, and then later on I ended up going to ICO, and I had another. She was a social worker. Her name was Sandra Beagle, who again is a pillar for that. Like I had
Love
an
Sandy.
yeah, we love Sandy, man. Shout
Is
out
she
to
there?
Sandy,
We
man.
love
No, she's not
Sandy.
there anymore. She's
Oh,
retired, but I still have a great
good
relationship
for
with
her.
her. Yeah, she's incredible. I had an assignment for like when you have those high school assignments, most people just pick them on like random things just to get their grade. Like I literally picked mine for adoption because I experienced that. So I wanted to research like kind of how this all came about.
Yeah.
And the first time I met Sandy in in her office, I had a super emotional moment. And through there again, more dialogue. And so throughout this course of
Yes.
dialogue, right, I'm listening to music. I'm listening to Wiz Khalifa. I'm just seeing how they have this medium to express how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's whatever they feel. And mine just happened to be like my internal grief. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
through there, that's how that all happened. And then just dialogue with people to like when you talk to people, it kind of helps you unlock the way you it helps you unlock like greater awareness for the things that you feel about, right? Because you just have a feeling originally, and then maybe you
Yep.
don't have the language for the feeling until you talk to
Mm-hmm.
somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're like, oh wait, that's what that was?
that's what that was. So yeah. That's how that all came about. It was just really just trying to find expression for the things that I felt, but I didn't quite have the language for what I was feeling. You know what I mean? So that's why music. I
That's
gravitated
so
towards music.
cool. I love that actually. That makes a whole lot of sense. I want to go back to, did you say you did a project about the creation of adoption?
And I mean, I probably just use creation like loosely, but it was just like adoption in general.
Yeah,
Like,
the start of like adoption.
yeah, cause like,
So you've gone through adoption?
yeah, no, yeah,
Me too.
me and my
Me
sister,
too.
yeah, that's fire,
Yeah.
man. See,
Yeah.
Kendrick Spears for
Yeah.
sure. So it
Mine
was
was
just
like right out the womb.
that's fire. Well, no, it's
But
not
it
fire.
was, I
What the
mean,
fuck?
It's not
you
fire.
know,
But I
Sorry.
say it's
that's a
fire.
whole
I say
nother,
it's.
that's a whole nother
I mean, like
episode.
it's fire
I
that
didn't have to go through, yeah.
Kendrickly, like we've
Yeah.
Oh,
experienced that
yes.
all. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
cause I
Yeah.
love meeting people that are
Experiencers
adoptees,
are.
Yeah.
and because we talk about this often, like we're super close to siblings, right? And then when you meet people that have siblings and they kind of like, I grew up with this person all my life, so they kind of disregard it to a certain
Some
extent.
siblings are shitty.
Yeah, they're just
Sorry,
shitty.
excuse my language, but some siblings are like
Yeah, crappy,
horrible.
horrible.
Like, yeah.
So it's kind of cool, like meeting adoptees because I feel like they understand, they have a certain perspective on the world that people that have never experienced it don't have.
Yes.
It's like I don't know. I just personally feel like adoptees just have a greater appreciation, I guess, for
I was
things.
gonna
You know what I
say
mean?
a gratefulness.
Yeah,
That's just different.
yeah,
It's just different.
yeah. It's just different.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know.
Nothing's better. Nothing's, worse. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally agree. It's a whole nother topic.
I don't
But
know
I
about
thought,
this.
I was just like, whoa,
No, for sure,
segue.
for sure.
Um, no, I really appreciate that because uh I we haven't really talked much, but I went to school. I got my school in music management. music business. So I spent my first high school, I was in classical percussion, but I played piano growing up,
Yeah.
and then I went to school for it. So my sport was band,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I did the whole
Yep.
thing, and I did like, different percussion stuff, and um but it was like a true expression to me for a long time,
Yeah.
um before I went corporate.
Yeah.
Corporate. Got to the
Before I went
bag.
real
Everybody goes
I put
I went corporate.
corporate.
I put the drumsticks away.
Yeah, and I feel that.
And well, can I tell you the truth? It's you get apartments and you can no longer have the drums. Like you
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
you don't have.
Yeah.
I just can't have them there anymore.
Yeah.
So um yeah. So it's music. I've always found an affinity for expressing myself and using it to um yeah, express yourself when you can't, or get something out. When I
Got to.
can.
Got to.
Yeah.
Got to.
I used to bike around and blast stuff. Like that was a good outlet.
Yeah, these days I like to make the music and when I take a shower, express myself loudly through.
Exactly. So I wanted to, so we talked about this for a little bit about uh our our connection right there, but and I know this might sound a little deep, but uh mental health right now is just a big deal and a big part of the conversations that people are having. And so how would you say you protect your peace while chasing your goals on a regular basis?
Um, I actually struggle a lot with that, to be honest. I think that going into next year, I'm trying to create barriers for what goes on externally in my piece because
Mm-hmm.
I think we all can attest that when you're on the platforms like social media, I think the majority of us can say that you're gonna deal with like the comparison aspect, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
going to create an internal struggle with yourself. So uh, I'm not gonna sit on here and say like yeah, I'm gonna post a child for that because like nah, I struggle extremely with that. But some of the things that I do again is probably just like having a dialogue, right? I might have a moment of flashing out and that can look different, right? But I try my best to like hold myself accountable for it the next day. Like we just had a moment and I
Yeah.
gotta, hey sis, this what was going on. Or, take the time to like lay down with yourself and just have that internal dialogue with yourself. Like,
Look in the mirror in
yeah.
a way.
I say, to be honest, I've been knowing him my entire life.
Yeah.
And I
Tell
say, like,
us.
I was a very angry kid. And I would say, I think he also was a very angry kid. But I think that he, throughout like every stage of his life, because I've known him as a brother, as a father, as just like as a person, he's always known how to, even if he's like having those moments, to also know how to like explain those moments. Or like if I was also having those
Mm.
moments, because once again, I was very angry. He'd be like, nah, sis, like you gotta breathe. You gotta like think about what you're doing. This is what you wanna do. You know what I'm saying? And like taking those moments to like pull me out of that and be like, I mean, it's still your choice, right? Because like I can't tell you what to do. I can like walk away and you can still make your decision. But like, so he's always been someone I think that he's understood, even in moments that he probably shouldn't even know how to do that. Like even as a kid, like we're young and he's like trying to teach me. So I think it's a beautiful thing.
Oh,
Understanding. I think that's probably the like understanding
Mhm.
what it is that is like nagging at your piece. You know what I mean? Like even if I don't know
yes.
exactly how to fence that, but understanding exactly what that is, and then from there, like at some point you'll get it figured out. You know what I mean? So
And that's a superpower right there, is knowing, like being able to see it, and then that gives you 10 times more power over, what it is you're even looking at,
Yeah.
Yep.
whether it be a thought or an action or something or a person. Just understanding is such a but if you can't understand right away, I always say seeking to understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to have someone like that in your life, uh, is it always, I know you said it's always been that way, but how has it changed since you guys have evolved and now, you're adults and so it's like a different dynamic with, cause so I grew up with a twin.
Mm.
So I didn't, my sibling was the same age. So we grew up at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I never got to
You guys
experience,
adopted together?
yes,
That's dope.
yep.
That's good.
Yep. But I never got to experience the whole growing up with your siblings like that in the older, younger. But have you guys seen, uh,
Well, I can answer this
yeah,
100%. So
yeah, please do.
it's to the point now where like I'm not the teacher all the time. Like she has great things to tell me, and like I gotta sit there and just shut my mouth. I'll be like, damn, she right, and like, cause sometimes you can deal kind of with that experience where like you might go to your parent or you might go to an older sibling or you might go to your boss and like you got a great fire idea or great whatever, and they just kind of look at you like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about because I've lived here longer than you or I've been through more than you, blase, blase, blah. Uh, but it's to the point like I honestly see the benefit of like what I poured into her throughout the years because it's moments that like I didn't fell short on just how I approached the situation or how I handled the situation. And what I poured into her over the years, she's been able to pour back into me in those moments that I forgot the understanding or I forgot how to navigate something or I just how I've always went about something just is no longer working
Yeah.
because again, she might have like has experienced something that I might have went through, but she went about it differently. And the way I went about it had a better outcome or result than how you've always went about something. So,
Yes.
hey bro, you should probably approach it like this, or I feel like you should do it like this.
Always
So
a
yeah,
student.
yeah.
That's what I say.
You can't always be the teacher.
Yeah.
You won't always be the student.
Yes.
Sometimes that
Yes,
those
you're
things
right.
just shift,
Good
they
point.
change, so and you also just gotta be aware of when you in a moment of like, yeah, all right, because it's okay to be a young grasshopper, you know what I mean? Like I gotta be a young grasshopper.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes sis gotta school me on something, and that's okay, like because that's literally what we're all here for. It's not just because she my sister, it's what we're all here for. You know what I'm saying?
And we were talking a little bit before we started here. Mina, I want you to talk a little bit about some of the other experience, what you're doing right now with your holistic, you're going for that. And that kind of ties into what we were talking about with protecting your peace. And I'm just wondering, I want you to answer that question as like someone, who's deep
I'll tell
diving
that.
Talk
into
about them
this.
teas, man. Tell them about them
Um,
teas, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
so I do
we
want to
like to hear about
answer
it.
like also your last question because I think like growing up, like I know my mom used to always be so mad because like I would stick to my brother. Like it was there was nobody could tell me nothing about my brother.
And did
So
you guys have
like
other siblings, real quick?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, okay. So
So
yeah, we
like
were right.
yeah. So I think like everything that he poured into me, like he said, like I took seriously. Like, and I think siblings, especially like brothers and sisters, they don't, especially if it's like a younger sister, they don't tend to do that because they're just like, ah, you're my brother. Ah, you don't want me to do that. Like, but like when my
Yeah.
brother told me certain things, I'm like taking that seriously. So like, and it's been moments where my brother could tell me like I'm disappointed and I'm taking it hard. So like growing up now, like me being a mom and like me going to school for like holistic health, like I think that he played a big part in that because for us growing up, it's like what he poured into me is like, and also what I want to do with my art, with like going to
Yes.
school, like my degree. So like I'm trying to go to school, like I was telling you, for
Yes.
holistic health,
Yes.
and like I want to make teas for
Oh my
like not
God.
even just for women. I love women, but like for just health in general. So like I have children, and I take them to the doctor for sure. Like my youngest son has sickle cell, but like I take my kids to the doctor, but I want to also be able to you have a cold or like your iron is low or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I can like work up something where I don't have to just take you to the emergency room and then they're just talking about, just take them, give them Pedialyte, and
Yeah.
then bring them back if it gets worse, you know? So it's like, I
Mm-hmm.
want to heal. And I want
Yes.
to heal like communities. And I want to be able to like someone coming and they're talking about, I'm sick or like, I've been dealing with this. Or even if you go to the doctor and they're talking about, my thyroid levels are low or my insulin levels are low. Like being able to like, yeah, you take this, you do
There are a
this.
lot of
And
things that
being able
teas
to
can
heal,
do.
you know?
Yeah, I know there are a lot of things that teas can do. So
Yeah.
that's really, we're going to be talking more about that on another time. Absolutely. That's really exciting. That's so cool. And congratulations on all of those friends. School, the kids. It sounds to me like you guys almost made your own like sidekicks, but you're both superheroes and
Yeah.
sidekicks, like you said, the student and the teacher,
Yeah.
the sidekick superhero thing, because it just comes back to me because I see you guys. I don't know. Now I have this picture in my head because I'm kind of a visual person, but
No, well, how you see it is exactly
you
how it
two,
is.
Yeah.
but
Like,
I see both comic, like both comic, uh, uh, title pages, like the covers with like you standing in the front, but then one with you standing in the front. Same exact,
Yeah.
yeah.
like just pumping each other up, and that's so cool, you guys. I like you guys are pretty. I wanted to quickly, I forgot to mention that there's another beautiful person in this room who's sitting right over there.
Shout out Sarah.
Yeah, shout out to
You want me
you.
to pan to you, Sarah? Okay. There she is.
The
Oh, heck,
Sarahs.
where you
The
guys?
Sarahs, man.
Yep, yep, we're the
That's
Sarahs.
beautiful though. You both are named Sarah. That's wonderful. That's dope.
That's crazy.
That's
That's a
dope.
crazy plot
It's
twist.
almost a deal breaker, but no. Actually, yeah. Yeah, she was like,
Ugh.
Sarah with an
Oh.
H.
How dare you have an H?
Uh, she says Sarah. She's not mic'd up, so I don't know if anyone can hear her,
Yeah,
but
what do you think about the Sarahs? What do you think about the Sarahs?
Without
Sarah?
the H's.
without the H's, I think they're all individually amazing.
What do you think about the Sarah with the H's?
I think, okay, I think all of, you know, I
Careful
don't
now.
actually. I think the Sarahs without the H are or with the H. They're mostly like biblical name. I don't know. Like H and A are just so different because it's usually different. It
Great answer.
depends
Great
on
answer.
whose parent wrote it. I guess I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I
So what do
had
you
this like
resonate
run.
with? Sarah Maria?
Sara Maria.
Yeah.
There must be that
What's your background? Okay.
one.
Yep,
Okay, that makes sense.
Hispanic,
Maria.
Yep. Okay.
What's that
Italian
one
native.
song? What's that one song? Maria,
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 yeah,
Maria.
yeah.
Okay.
Not gonna try.
That's dope. I like that. Okay.
I need the auto tune on, man.
You need the auto right there.
I ain't even gonna play with these people.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. The singing. I
She
did
said
that
she
back
don't
in.
do the auto tune, bro. You just gotta be on here
Gotta be on there
with the
That is
live.
Maria,
true.
Maria.
Oh my god, that would be.
Cannot do
I might have to,
it.
I might have to add it later. So okay, um, this is a bit. Well, if this is a question, this is a big question. What I want to know is if there was something you would change about the current industry or how you see things in hip hop or just in general for the music industry, whether it be Twin Cities or outside of that. What would you want to see change?
uh, I think primarily in hip hop, I think what I would like to see change is the world allowing hip hop artists that blow up a certain way to show that they don't have to be that way 24/7. It's like prime example Pooh Shiesty. Let's say Pooh Shiesty come home Well, he is
Yeah.
home, and like Pooh Shiesty
Yup.
says, I want to start a chicken farm. I want to raise chickens, and I want to go green for my lifestyle. Oh, you're lame. You're this.
Mm.
You're that, and it's like to me. I feel like nobody in hip hop can get the grace or even the space to like change who they are, like other genres of music can. You know what I mean? It's like the moment that you make a mistake or you have a violent offense or a case, it's like you got to always be that. You can't grow, you can't change, you can't say that you're a rock star. You got to always just be the nitty-gritty, and you know what I mean? And it's like
Mhm.
I don't really like that about the culture. And I don't think that the culture itself is like that. I think it's just the people that engage with the culture and that enjoy these artists. They are the ones, however people feel about it, they are the ones that help steer the success of people based on the overall popular vote or popular consensus, because it's the same thing with court. If the public finds you guilty of something, the court is most likely going to find you guilty of
Oh,
something. So if the public outcry is that I don't like when this artist is not presented this way, it's not cool. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like when I look at Kodak Black, to be honest, I feel like all artists that are successful, black artists that are successful, you have intelligence to you. You didn't just blow up
For sure.
being a,
oh yeah.
you know,
For sure.
And you
being
can tell in the
whatever.
music too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Geniuses, I can always tell. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a genius.
you know what I
That's
mean.
a genius.
So it's like, but it starts to get to a point where the business model has to be about the product has to be this way because the public wants it to be this way because the public
Mhm.
refuses to see the humanity in black artists. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one thing that I wish could change.
I'm with you, and I'll be keeping I don't know. I'll be keeping the same exact thing. Absolutely. Cuz I agree. I think it should be easy for you to say, "Hey, this is what I'm doing," and everybody be like, "Go and do that."
Yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then just go and let you do that
yeah,
and go with you and enjoy your journey because you will be on a journey
yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
still gonna make amazing art.
Exactly.
Our journeys do change and sometimes look different. So yeah.
So I feel like if Future came out today and said, because I don't know his life, right? He could
Right?
really honestly, because people don't have to always show the public, right? So
Yeah.
let's just say, for all intents and purposes, based on what the internet perceives Future as, but if Future came out and said, I'm a great dad and I'm spending time with my kids. I'm spending time with my sons. People be like, oh man, Future washed up. He done fell off, man. You hear the album? Future trash because he taking care of his kids now.
Exactly.
Future trash now.
Yeah.
People said that Wayne was trash, and people always say that an artist is trash when they kick the drug habits.
Yep.
I can't be sober now.
Exactly.
I have to, so
Yeah.
that's what but any other genre, if that rock star told you that he was done popping pills, the world rallied behind Eminem when he said that I made a whole album about relapsing and recovery. The world rallied behind him.
Yeah.
But if Juice WRLD came out, rest in peace, but if Juice WRLD said he didn't kick his drug addiction, Juice WRLD ain't Juice WRLD no more. It's just trash. I just feel like it's only our genre.
I would say Minnesota though.
Oh, what about Minnesota?
I think Minnesota.
You
I
could get
think-
specific, yeah.
I think Minnesota got to do better at like being supportive, and I hate when like I'm probably more stronger like when I say these things, but like I hate when like there's like spaces of like you're like, oh, like I'm from Minnesota, right? I might not be like going out every weekend. You might not see me downtown every weekend. You might
Yeah.
not see me in the club every weekend. I might
Yeah.
not have a section every weekend, but like I'm still dope and you should still support me, right? So like there's other states where you see them blow up and they're like, "Oh my gosh, like if we only supported each other like these other states." But like no. You only want to support people that are like outside, get in sections, get in bottles, whatever. Or maybe they're on Facebook, they're being messy and it's like I think Minnesota has to do better at like supporting talent when it's talent, not just because like, oh, I'm flashing money or I got on designer, or I'm stepping out a Lamborghini, or you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm talented, just support me. Share it. It's free to share me. It's free to like repost me. It's free to
200%.
like comment on my stuff. It's free to like blow me up. But it's like Minnesota has like this, you know, the theory of like when you put a crabs in a bucket and the crabs will continue to like tear each other down. Minnesota is that to me. And like I've been here my entire life. And I think like when my brother, and it's I'm not just saying this because it's my brother, right? Because I'm honest with my brother. Like
Yeah.
there's been
Oh, I
songs
know.
where I'll be like,
That's trash.
nah, bro,
That
that's
ain't
not
it.
it. So I'm not just saying it because it's my brother, but it's like when there's talented people, it's free to like support these people. We're like nobody is saying like put up $300 right now to like share this song. You know, it's like share the
No.
song,
Share the
comment on
song,
the song.
like,
So it's like
comment.
Minnesota, I think, has a
Yeah.
huge problem with that, especially when it's artists. And
Oh yeah.
I don't want to talk about like no other artists, but like there's been
No,
other
yeah.
spaces where it's like you're going up solely off the bait or off the fact that like you know a lot of people or you're outside more. And I think that
Yep.
that's just not right, especially in the space of like creativity.
Well,
Because
what's interesting enough is the more you spend inside, the more you're actually getting done. The glow up gets it should be more about the grow up than the
yeah,
glow up. You
Yes,
know.
the demeanor of people, which we kind of had a connection on. But to kind of piggyback off both what y'all saying, I think that it's also just all about what it is that, because everybody free to want to create their experience and experience what they want to experience and want to create perception of
Mm.
themselves. You know what I mean? Like you entitled to that. And
Mhm.
so I know that if you're outside all day, you flashing the money and it entices people. I understand that. You know, I understand bait. I get it. My thing is that like the way you come in is the way that you're probably most likely gonna have to remain, and it's gonna have to be how you go out. So
Yeah.
I'd like if you come in
They always remember. They all
flashy,
remember.
big
Yeah.
jewelry, big truck, and this, that, and the third, don't ever pull up Acura TLX because they're gonna look at you like you done fell off. You know? So I think when we like even
What
that
happened to
brief,
Jimmy?
you see what I'm saying? What happened to
done
you,
fell
bro?
off.
What
Like
happened to
you done
Sarah?
fell
Oh my
off.
God.
And it's like
Is that a cabrio?
you could just be driving a rental today. Like the other thing could be
He
getting
done fell
washed.
off,
But
man.
it's like that's how the public's gonna want to see you all the time. And I think that if people take notice to like I said, J. Cole, like that man is rich.
J.
But
Cole. I
you
love
don't
that
have to
I
reference.
love
J.
placate.
Cole.
J. Cole. That was a great reference.
You don't have
Yes.
to placate to nobody's perception of him because he doesn't always let the perception be fed that like I'm iced out 30 chains, 30 Cubans and rope. So when you see J. Cole with just a bike and sweatpants, you're like,
Yeah.
and that's Cole and you love him regardless.
Yep.
So I think
I
that
love
people should
that.
be a little aware of that too when they do these
Yes.
things because that's what you're gonna be bringing about. That's what the energy you're gonna
Mhm.
be taking on when
Mhm.
you go into these and you want to book sections and
Mhm.
all that. The bottle wars, I get it, bro. I get it.
I know. That's why I'm stuck with being my authentic self from now on, because just
And
just
it
easier that way.
and these this also be people's authentic selves. They just
Oh yeah.
people with buku money to spend on
Yeah.
sections and bottles and
Yeah.
chains and cars
Yeah.
and women and lifestyle. I get it, bro. Cool. More power
Yeah.
to you. But
But first, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, though. Okay. Well, I got one more question for you, and then maybe the same for you too, Mina, because this is a fun question that everyone might want to answer. And a quick thank you to Sarah for bringing the refreshments
man,
and
for
the
Thank
real,
you,
we drinking
Sarah.
on
snacks.
some good
Thank you,
mango
Sarah.
juice,
Man, the
Yes,
man.
mango juice is amazing.
the
Got pulp
mango.
in it.
They probably thought it was
Yeah.
something different.
Heck
They probably thought it was
yeah.
alcohol. It's
Oh
mango
yeah.
juice.
No.
All healthy around here.
Oh yeah. Yep. If people were to look back on Jimmy, it doesn't have to be just Jimmy or just Jimmy, from 2030. So, wait, no, not 2030. 20, what was it? Uh, God, what was I gonna say? Oh, like 30 years from now.
Yeah.
Okay. Or maybe even 10 years. I'm fine with that. Uh, but what if they were to look back? What would you hope that they would say about you? You know?
Uh that he that he at least try to make things right. Like, cause that's another thing is that like I don't really respect people that like haven't been on both sides of a situation of like a karmatic exchange, right? And I feel like I've oftentimes been the doer or the person someone's done to. And sometimes people just either are always the victim or you're always the doer, but you're never really on both sides of something. So I just hope that in 30 years or however many years somebody looks back and people that look back they just be like at least he tried to make things right. Like I just really want to just be an honorable
Yeah.
person, and I think that I just want to be an honest person, which I don't always meet. I want to be a fair person.
No one
I,
does. If you
yeah,
say you do,
yeah. I just want people to be
you're
like,
lying.
yeah, he was an honorable person. That's what I strive for, is just to be an honorable man.
That's really cool. That's awesome. I really hope that for you, that everyone sees that, and especially through Powerhouse Podcast. But Mina, if I would love to hear, what would you want people and hope that people would see when they look back?
Me,
Yeah.
um, like my brother said, that I'm an honest person. Also that like I'm a creative, um, a great mom, um, and yeah, like I've been on both sides of life, and I think that like when I look at life, I look at life through a lens of like not just like a victim. I'm not a victim. Um, I'm just like, what can we do now? Like I'm faced with a situation, like what can we do now? So like a do over,
Yes.
or like
In my
I
family,
think
we
like
say yes and instead of
yeah,
like no but and
exactly,
or yes but. Yes, and then now what do we do? So like
exactly.
it's kind of recognizing that we're in the present. This is just happening. What we can control is uh ourselves uh and that's pretty much it.
For sure.
Yep.
And
That's
our
it.
actions. Um thank you so much. I love That's awesome. And I hope that both of those things happen for the both of you if I can help it.
Man, man.
Um
Now, what about you?
Yeah.
oh um oh god.
Wasn't ready. The interviewees
Yeah,
asking the interviewer.
see?
Okay. Yeah, I just hope that people see me as being my authentic self. Um, but genuinely wanting everyone else to do better. Like everyone. Just like let's just everyone with me.
Yep.
So
Let's
she was
just go
selfless.
eat.
She was selfless.
Yeah, well, I just want to make sure it's like it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like the top head. I just want to be like us all. Like if even if you're shorter than me, I'll squat down so that we're all just like the same
Together.
size.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like something
Yeah.
like that. Like
That's
that's
beautiful.
what I envision.
That's beautiful.
Well, we hope that for you
There's
too.
not a lot of people that think like that.
We
So
hope
yeah.
that for you
That's
too.
gonna take fruition. You don't even
Yeah.
gotta hope that.
I just get
It's
yeah.
gonna happen.
Thank
For
you.
sure.
I appreciate that, guys. I
Yeah.
appreciate you so much for being here.
Yeah.
We're we're
Yeah.
we're wrapping it up. We're done.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, Jimmy, I wanted to give you an opportunity though to what is coming up for 2026 for Just Jimmy? Do we have anything?
Oh man, probably 2 albums. Probably 2 albums for
Mm.
sure.
Two?
2.
2 albums?
100%.
No
Wow.
way.
I didn't even know about
Guys,
2 albums. So
Yeah.
this is you got the first.
Yeah.
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 guys.
I'm gonna drop Blackheart 3 and another album. I'm still working on the title of it. Well, I feel like I have it, but
Yeah. No, you keep it in
man,
there. You
yeah,
keep it in there
no,
until it's nice and ripe and
Yeah.
ready
yeah,
Yep.
and then we'll drop it right here too.
yeah,
Oh.
for
And
sure.
here's the
Well,
thing, what you guys didn't know is I was gonna pull up some stuff, but the thing didn't work today. So I was gonna pull up the video. I was gonna do some fun stuff. So next time
yeah,
we could
Yeah.
drop it and
yeah,
we could do and we'll have some fun with it.
for
But
sure,
Yeah.
for sure,
yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, next.
2 albums gonna be
Congratulations.
dope. You got any music videos or?
Yeah, I got music videos out now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting ready to work too with
Yeah.
I'm trying to just pull it in. I'm trying to pull more
Yeah.
things inward. I think I done spent a lot, like letting energy go out like outwardly, and then kind of not for like the wrong reasons, if that's what I want to say, but like overlooking the really personal, not even myself, but like really the personal relationships that I've built through music that have like transformed into
Yeah.
really personal relationships. You know, like
Yeah.
I think I'm out 2026. I want to pull more inwardly to just really get back to working and focusing on those people that have kind of always been right in front of me the whole time. Help,
Yes. I know that feeling.
yeah, put together the missing pieces to the sauce, man.
Oh, yeah, I definitely understand that. And sometimes you have to like take a step back and reflect and be like, skirt.
Yeah,
All right. And then go from there. I totally love that. Well, you guys, I'm gonna have everything in my description below the video. Just Jimmy on Instagram, on YouTube, on Spotify. But I'll be putting all the information below. Thank you so much, you guys. Again, Sarah, I'm panning to you. Be ready.
Thank you, Sarah.
thank you, Sarah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Oh, thank you
Sarah.
to
Sarah.
Sarah.